Now, when you're looking at other possibilities, there are lots of hands where you can put a 2-3 in the crib. One of the frequent ones I see. Now, don't confuse a 2-3 with a 1-4. They're not in the same league at all. Not even close, not on the same page. But when you have a 6-7-8 with a 2-3 and a face card, and it's your deal, put the 2-3 in your crib. If you kept the deuce, you only got 7 in your hand anyway. 2, 3, 5, 7, you see. And if you put the 2-3 in the crib, you're starting with 7 also, and you're making a strong discard to your crib. Don't do it with a 1-4. If you got the 1 with the 6-7-8, keep it and throw the king 4, queen 4, jack 4, but keep the 1 with the 6-7-8. The 1-4 has such a low value, it's a little over 5, that it doesn't work. If you give up 2 points in your hand to put it in the crib, it don't work. Now, it might work sometimes, but if you look at it 100 times, it doesn't work. So that's a big difference. Remember that, because very often, if you're looking for the 2-3 to put in your crib, you'll have a hand that will allow you to do it. Here's another example. Okay, now this is a fairly common hand. It can be, I haven't got 8 cards, have I?
No.
I see a few confused looks. I wonder if I had 7 one other time. So, but I got a double run in here, don't I? I got a double run here. Now the double run could have 2 1s or 2 4s.
Now, why wouldn't you throw the 1-8-10 in there?
Why would you do that?
In your crib.
No. What do we say here? Deuce tray, second best discard in cribbage, and I can give up 2 points to do it. What does it do with this hand if I pull the deuce tray out and put it in my crib? You know what it does a lot of the time? Oh, a lot of the time. It makes 10 or 12 in the hand, or 10 and 12 in the crib. 20 or more, very often. If you cut either the face card or the small card, it works both places. And did you give up anything?
No.
No, you got 6 here and 2 here. You've got 8 points either way, if you miss on the cut entirely. But the cut is 2/3 with you. The 5 will even help. But the 6, 7, 8, 9 generally doesn't do your strategy much good, but that's only 1/3 of the deck. So you've got 2/3 of the deck working for you when you play it this way. And if you play the double run, of course, again, like when we held the 2 jacks with the 2 5s, the cards that we need in the crib, we got here, high percentage of them. So look for hands like that, or with a deuce with a 6, 7, 8, and a 3. So you can jump that little deuce tray off to your crib. And that's another reason not to fall in love with double runs. There are many double runs that are better off split. And we'll get there, but. So 2, 3, here's the rest of them. I can give up 2 points to put a 5 jack to my crib. 2 points to put a 5, 6, a 5 king, a 5, 10, a 5 queen, a 4, 5. Now, there's only one other hand in cribbage, and I don't even think it makes any difference if you know what it is, but I'm going to tell you anyway, where a sacrifice of 1 can be made. These are all 4 and 2. If you're giving up no more than 2 to do these, the average in the crib is high enough for these cards that they will more than compensate you for giving up 2 in your hand. The only other hand where it pays to sacrifice a single point, and like I say, it probably doesn't matter if you know it. If you pick up a 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 with a face card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 with a face card. You play the 4, 5, 6 face card and throw the 7, 7 in your crib. Because you start with 9. 7 in your hand and 2 in the crib. start with 9. But again, so many people are in love with double runs that they keep the 5, 6, 7, 7 for 8. Of course, you wouldn't play it that way if it's your opponent's crib. We're just talking about on our deal. Start with 9. If you start thinking of the crib, this is very important when you deal. Think of the crib as an extension of your hand. Very important. Remember what you put in the crib. What's on the deck? You put a 7, 8 in the crib, and there's a 6 on the deck. Hey, you know something your opponent doesn't know about this game already. You know you got a minimum of 5, and if you picked up a 1 or a 2 from them, 7, and if you picked up one of those middle cards, you got a bunch. So it's important. It's important to remember what you got on the table, how the cut helps it, and by knowing that you have that many in the crib, you might avoid some pegs, taking some risk that otherwise, if you didn't know that, you'd have to take.
How does the flush factor work in on that?
Well,
You have a flush possibility in those 6 cards, but maybe you do with the 3.
generally, if you have the flush, you'd keep it, but you'd total the points. If you had like a 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and the 4, 5, 6, 7 was in a suit, then you'd play
Like
the flush.
the 2, 3. Okay, you throw the 2, 3. Maybe the 3 makes your flush though.
Well, if it makes a flush, you can only give up 2.
Right.
If you've given up more than 2, you keep it in your hand. That's the key. You say, am I giving up more than 2 points in my hand? Whatever any of these you're throwing, you ask that same question. Am I giving up more than 2? If you're giving up more than 2, then you keep it together. You keep the hand. You dump the garbage. Any other questions?